Today I hope to finish up the shower pan installation. Now in the shower pan, through the stainless steel shower pan, I drilled a 2-inch hole. That 2-inch hole allows the drain to go in. Of course, there'll also be a rubber washer when I install this permanently in the actual shower pan. So that represents the stainless steel shower pan. The next, I'm going to drill through the plywood floor, and I'm going to make that hole a 2.5-inch hole. The reason for the 2.5-inch hole is there needs to be clearance for the nut, and there also needs to be clearance for this PVC pipe that is going to connect to the drain. So that 2.5-inch hole will go through the floor and through the XPS insulation. But then from the bottom of the van, I'm going to drill a 3-inch hole. The reason for the 3-inch size is so that later on, if it's necessary and I have to do a repair, I can easily remove this pipe, and I will be able to, if necessary, cut away this foam easily and be able to access and take that nut out in the drain. If I left it at 2.5 inches, it could be pretty difficult. It would also be very difficult to cut a larger diameter hole because I wouldn't have the center bit to keep me centered. It's doable, but it'd be a lot more difficult. I cut away the plastic floor a little bit so I could get a clear shot of my original pilot hole that I used to find the location in the bottom of the van. Right under this drain hole, I sealed it up with a lot of the Lexel adhesive caulk, and that's keeping the foam in place. And we are through. From this 3-inch PVC pipe, Now this is the thin walled pipe, not the Schedule 40. I cut a sleeve. This sleeve is going to slide down into the floor of the van, and I will put Lexel around it before I put it in, and that will protect the edges of the floor and the foam and the steel from any moisture or water intrusion. I have already painted the steel edges that were bare from the cutting the hole, and I've also already polyurethaned the edges of the floor that I cut through. So this sleeve, I squeezed it in there, and then after squeezing it in, I marked it and I cut it so these two edges will match right up when it goes inside. And then my other PVC pipe will slide right through. I roughened up the PVC with some 40 grit sandpaper first, and now I'm going to put a little Lexel on here and install it as my sleeve, provide myself with a little extra protection. And now I'm going to go down on the bottom and seal it up down there. So that's a look at it from the top, how it's sealed up. And I've got a nice protected tube going through there, so I don't have any future problems with moisture or water intrusion getting under the floor.